different.
Hey, we're doing it.
Oh, is it working? Okay.
Do you need a new link now?
It's working. Well, the link that I put in my Instagram goes to my channel, so hopefully people will find it. So we were on like a screen that said going live for like 7 minutes and just waiting for it to go live. So there's a person here. Hi. We had issues. Hey, Tristan or Christy. I don't know who is that there. Yeah, okay. Well, I put a question mark in the title of this video because I'm not sure if I'm ready. Are you ready? Hi, Tristan. Okay. So, we have things to talk about.
Indeed.
Okay, but I'm kind of worried that people are like on the first link and still waiting for us to go live. Hang on. Oh, I'm talking to Melissa. I'm going to see if she found us. Did it work? Hello. Okay, I still have a bit of knitting and a bit of packing to do. We have so much knitting, or I have so much knitting to do.
I'm ready.
Allison's ready. So if you're watching this and it's not live, I will just do a little quick introduction. This is my sister, Allison.
Hi.
You haven't been on my YouTube yet,
No, I haven't.
Okay, so she was at Rhinebeck with me last year, and we wanted to do this last year, but we just did not. We didn't really have time. Okay, so we're going to talk about our Rhinebeck sweaters. We're going to talk about what we're working on. We're going to talk about some sweater drama.
There's a lot of drama.
There's a lot of drama. And our shopping plan.
Most important part.
For Rhinebeck.
Of course.
Yes, and we will probably end up in the dark, but I'm hoping that this light that you have will be enough.
Pretty bright, so it should be good.
Okay, I'm going to see. Okay. Melissa says she's still waiting. I think that she went to the first link.
Make a new link. Make a new post.
Okay. This is like the most haphazard thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Go back to my channel and click the new link.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, why don't you... Okay. Living vicariously and loving how fantastic everyone's sweaters are coming along. Yes. Well, Allison's is finished and looks fantastic. And I have a drama story for one of my sweaters.
Sad story.
It's really sad. Okay. So, Allison, why don't you tell us about your Rhinebeck sweater while I make sure people can find our YouTube live.
So,
okay, Melissa made it.
She made it. So this is the Chrysocolla sweater. It's from last winter's issue of Pom Pom. And like I was saying earlier, I don't remember the name of the designer right now.
But which issue of Pom Pom is it?
The Vivid Winter.
Okay, then people can go find it.
Yeah. So it was like last winter's. And I knit it with Jill Draper's Empire, the big yarn babies that I got at Rhinebeck last year.
Oh, hi, Celeste.
And so I actually started it in February, and I knit all the pieces. It's knit in pieces, and then you seam it. I knit one whole side, and then I realized that I miscrossed a cable. So I just let it sit for a while, and then I knit the other side, and I knit the sleeves. And then I decided to rip back and fix the cable instead of trying to cut it because it's a lace cable, and it was too complicated. And then
Sorry, I'm not even listening to you because I'm like trying to get people to go back. I'm sorry. I think people might still be waiting in that first link of the video, but keep talking. You're doing great.
And then I put all the pieces together and it was too small. Well, this part was fine, but the arm, I knit it 3 sizes larger than what was recommended because I wanted it to be oversized. And then the arm was way too tight and it's still kind of tight. So I didn't want to knit, I didn't want to look at it. So it sat in the corner of my room for like 6 months. And then like 2 months ago, I finally got around to fixing it and knitting it, and I fixed it.
And it looks great.
Yeah. I think if I were to knit it again, I would do the bobbles differently. Because
hold one on your sleeve up close so you can see what it looks like.
It kind of creates these like lots of space in there. So for like the upper arm ones, it was really pronounced. So I like had to go back and just kind of tied a knot underneath them to make them tighter. And then, you know, here as well.
Yeah.
But it's lacy, so I think it's fine. The rest of them are fine.
Yeah. So also, that's crazy because how many sizes are there in that pattern?
There's a bunch of different sizes.
She knit the size 4, so you'd think that would be like a medium.
And it was like recommended, I think like 4 inches of positive ease, and that was like 3 sizes above what I should have knit.
So she picked the size that should have been like oversized.
And this part is exactly what I wanted.
Oh, it is?
This part is big, but the arm, I should have really looked at the arm.
The arms are really tight.
Because my arms are like kind of bigger anyway. So I always
and even with the pattern as is, you still had to add extra stitches. You didn't? I thought you had to.
I did it for one of them and it like wasn't working and it looked dumb. So I just blocked it like crazy. I stretched it as far as I could. And then and I just decided to deal with it.
I think it looks good.
I think it's fine. Yeah. It's I think not so tight that I don't think I can't wear long sleeves underneath.
I think fitted sleeves is more fitted is better than looser than what you want. I don't like when they're too loose.
I like a loose sleeve.
Well, I like it loose up here, but if it's loose like by my wrist, it drives me insane.
Anyway, that's my Rhinebeck sweater.
Yay. Okay, so I've got my Woolen Honey, which I finally finished. Hooray. And here it is. And I'm done. I finished it. I didn't think I was going to finish it because the sleeves were just killing me. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I've said a lot that I could say already on the podcast. And the only thing new to say about it is that I finished it. Because all I had left to do was the sleeves. There's like not even any shaping in the sleeves. Except I did change it a little bit. So I think in the pattern you don't do any decreases at all, and then you just switch to the ribbing. But I added in some decreases. Hi, Linda. You should go next year for sure. Maybe I'll connect in Iceland on my way next year and we can go together. Oh, yeah, Tristan, it's just, yeah. I feel like I should have just knit it flat and seamed it because garter in the round and like I had to use teeny tiny needles. I used what I usually use for socks on this sweater just to get gauge. So, yeah, anyway, what I was saying, I just did some decreases at the cuff because I knew that the cuff was already going to be too loose. And plus this yarn is like 45% cotton. And so it already has less stretch and like it wouldn't really bounce back if it gets stretched out. So I just really wanted it to be more fitted. We'll see how it blocks out. My Tecumseh sleeves are a little too loose. I might completely rip them out and reknit them after Rhinebeck. I think the Tecumseh sleeves are all loose. Like every one that I've seen has really loose sleeves.
I don't think I've seen the sleeves on any of them.
I think they're really big. I think they're just like oversized sleeves. I don't think I've ever knit a sleeve exactly to pattern. Like not even once. Ever. Unless it was a test knit.
I think I mostly knit to pattern sleeves. I think if I change a pattern, it's usually in the length of the body.
I always change the length and I always change the sleeves because I always want the sleeves to be like exactly right here and fitted. And if it's not that way, then I end up pushing my sleeves up to exactly that spot. And I'm like, I should just always knit my sleeves in the same spot.
Very true.
Okay, so
I like the decreases though. I noticed that earlier that it looked like a little tiny bubble.
Yeah. Okay. So, but then when I blocked it, it was laying flat like this. And so now when I wear it, it like,
oh, it has the crease.
It sticks out. And like, I feel like a flat Stanley or like a paper doll, you know, because it's like the sleeves just stick out kind of flat.
Yeah.
Like exactly this way. It's kind of funny. So hopefully the crease will just kind of go away after a while. It puffs out at the bottom a bit. You could rip back like 5 inches, then start decreasing the sleeves. Yeah, I thought about that, but then I would have to spend even more time on the sweater. And I just don't want to. I just really can't. I cannot with the sweater anymore. They are really loose. I'm going to rip out the ribbing and decrease a ton and knit the rib again. I actually only knit like 5 rows after the color work and then did ribbing for a 3/4 sleeve.
Oh, it had errors in the pattern.
Sleeve decrease on Tecumseh had errors. Ah. Lorelai, hello. Are you going to be at Indie Untangled? Okay. Yeah, so that's about it. It's a sweater. I like the color.
It's a really good color.
And oh yeah, and when I blocked it, so it already comes, it was like kind of coming up like a little mock neck on me. And then when I blocked it, it somehow became even more that way. So it like comes up like a funnel neck, which is fine. I think the next time I wash it, I'm going to block it so it doesn't come up so far. Okay, well, I'm sure that I'll see you at Rhinebeck. I'm sure I'll see you. You have my number. You can text me, right? Are you going to that Jill Draper thing? Yes. That is like
top of our list.
I like care more about that than I do about anything else. And it's like not even part of Rhinebeck. Hey, Melanie. How are you? I wish you were coming. Melanie doesn't live too far, I don't think.
From here?
Yeah. Oh, from Rhinebeck.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Tell us about.
Okay, who wants a drama story? Okay, first of all, I have good news and I have bad news. Yes, hopefully next year. It's 4 hours away. Okay, next year for sure. Okay, so this is good news. Yay. So much yay.
Looks so good. And this looks amazing.
The body of my Swancho.
Color work.
It's done. I changed the color work at the bottom because I'm like not a big fan of the big fat chevrons on the bottom. And with the way the colors worked out on mine, it would have been like red and white chevrons. And so I thought they would have stood out too much. I didn't like it. And also, I didn't want my Swancho to be too long. And so I just didn't want it to go that far down with the color work. So I started the chevrons and then I just noped out of it and then skipped to the bottom part. Yeah. So I blocked the color work when I finished the color work so that I could like accurately know exactly how much of the main color I was going to knit at the bottom in case I didn't have time to block the bottom. But I did. So I just spray blocked the bottom, but I fully blocked the color work. So it looks pretty good. And here's the bad news. Okay, so I had a plan, and my plan was to knit the sleeves on my flight here because my flight was like 8 or 9 hours. And that would have been enough time for me to finish the sleeves because I was going to knit them tighter than I think the pattern wants. It's like even fewer stitches. And it's just like a ribbed cuff. It would have been so fast. And so I pulled out my Swancho and I pulled out the needles and I like shoved the needles into the live stitches for the sleeves. And then I didn't even have to look in my bag before I realized that I didn't pack the yarn. So I can't finish it. And this was like, I was like way more excited about this being my Rhinebeck sweater than this because this, I just like didn't enjoy knitting it as much. And like, I actually finished it a few weeks ago and I just felt like finishing a sweater like on the way to Rhinebeck, like
that's your
makes
Rhinebeck
it more of a Rhinebeck sweater. So I was like really pumped to have this done. And I just like had this long stretch of not finishing things. And I was so excited to have this big, huge project finished.
Yes.
And I forgot the yarn. I left it sitting on the floor. Like, I cannot believe this. Like, I actually shed a tear sitting in my plane seat. And I had a lot of emotions in like the span of 5 minutes. Like, I was just like, of course I left the yarn. And then I was like, I can't believe I left the yarn. And then I was really sad. And then I was like, I'm just going to wear it anyway. And I like was really angry. And then I was like, this is too many emotions. So I'm not going to have any emotions. And I just like shoved it back in my bag and like tried to ignore it. Yeah, it's like, it's going to be funny next week, but it's like not funny yet for me. I mean, it's kind of funny, but I still really want to wear it.
But okay. The version is cute though, so I think it'll still be fine.
Yeah,
plus,
okay.
It might be warm.
So Tristan says, what yarn did you use? Is there a shop near you that might carry it? And the answer is no, because it's a one-of-a-kind colorway from Madeline Tosh. And it's just gray, but it's like an exactly medium gray. Like it's not light and it's not dark. And it's like really variegated, as you can see. And there's also, you can't see it on the camera, but it has like a slight greenish tinge to it, like underneath the gray. So like we went to the yarn shop today, Dances with Wool, and I was like, maybe I'll just find a random gray yarn and just bind off the sleeve holes so that there's not any live stitches and I can wear it. And then I'll just rip it out when I get home and knit the sleeves for real. But there was nothing that even really came close to it. So I think my plan is to rip back one row on the sleeves and bind off that row.
Will that be enough yarn?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Throw some yarn in the live stitches and wear it. Yeah, I mean, I have some. I'm guessing that's Rebecca. Is that Rebecca? Did you make one of your contrast colors for the sleeves? Okay, I didn't know because I didn't pack the contrast colors because I thought all I had was the sleeves left. So, like, no, I can't do that. But it was a thought. I thought, I was like, oh, I'll just use one of the other yarns. Well, and then I like, of course I couldn't do it. I don't know, but like, I don't really want to put bright red yarn like all over the part where it's like, hey, but everyone, also, I didn't finish my sweater.
When it hangs on you though, you can't even see where the sleeves, because it like will wrap, it like kind of folds over your arms.
Rebecca like and Stephanie. I mean, we'll probably just wear it anyway. No, I mean, I think there's going to be a point where I'm going to be wearing this just with the scrap yarn through the live stitches. And I think that that's just it. I mean, honestly, though, because I was so convinced that I was going to finish this on the plane that I didn't pack something else super warm to wear because it's going to be kind of cold, I think. And this is my warmest thing. And I only brought carry-ons. I didn't check a bag. And so I was like trying to pack really light, and I was being practical and thinking this will be my cold weather day thing. And now it's especially not because it doesn't have sleeves. So there's that. Okay, lots of comments. I just need to read these. It is Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. Mad Tosh have the white in stock. I don't know. Maybe this is one of their more popular ones. It's called Salt, I think. Oh my gosh, all the comments just disappeared. Oh, there they are. Okay. You won't be the first person to wear an unfinished sweater. I know.
I wore an unfinished one last year.
I could have finished it. And it's like, there is no shame in like not finishing your sweater in time, but like I had the time and I could have done it and I didn't. And it's like, I forgot the yarn. I didn't just not knit fast enough. And it's so frustrating. I actually took my sleeves off completely because it's very hard to wear with the sleeves. You can't raise your arms. I think binding them off and wearing long sleeves under it would work. I think that's my plan. I think you told me that they took their
I watched that episode.
She watched that one. I haven't watched any podcasts in like 3 months, I don't think.
It's like all I've been doing.
Sorry, friends, that I am not up to date on anybody's shit. Like, I am really behind. If I wear my Louis with live stitches, will you wear your Nandil chick with live? Of course. I'm going to wear it. It's my warmest thing. And it still looks really cute.
It might still be warm enough that you like, maybe you'll want to breeze
through it. Let me take these needles. Yeah, maybe I'll be like,
you might be
sweating from like excitement.
And then there's going to be like 1,000 people all in a tiny space. So it will be warm anyway, you know?
Okay. Yeah. Also, I'm like hardly wearing pants. So don't look at my legs.
Wear it on the day that we shop inside.
So it's like not the worst thing in the world. It just is so obviously not done because it's rolling. So I guess if I do the bind off, it won't roll. Maybe. Or maybe I can just lightly block it.
Yeah.
Somebody loves your sweater.
Oh, thanks.
If I wear my Louis. Oh, I already read that one. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to wear it. I think it actually does look really cute without sleeves.
Yeah.
But I want to knit the sleeves.
Yeah.
At least I just want to see. But I mean, I think it looks, if I had seen the pattern exactly as this, I still would have been really excited and knit it anyway. But I have the yarn and I want to knit the sleeves. Thanks, girl. I'm halfway excited about it. Yeah. Okay, so that's the story of this sweater. Yeah. I also haven't done any weaving in of ends at all, and the inside is a disaster. But I've decided, I think, that I'm just going to probably leave them forever.
I like it.
I think I'm just going to leave them.
It's too many.
Any of the ones that hang down past the bottom, I'm just going to cut. Well, I can weave in a couple. I'll weave in a couple ends. And then, but the ones in the middle, I'm just going to leave them because I don't care. I'll just leave it. I'm probably never going to wash it. Like, realistically, this is not a thing that's going to get washed. I have nothing packed. Yeah, well, that's probably about right. I never pack until the very last minute. I just purchased like 80 medium gray long sleeve tees to wear under all my sweaters. I could bring one. Message me if you're interested. It would look like sleeves. I mean, well, we're going to Target before we drive up there. So I'm going to see if I can find something warm to wear underneath it with sleeves.
I feel like
when are you leaving? No, I don't. You don't bring me anything. It's fine. I'll be fine. That's silly, but thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I have long sleeve stuff. That's dark purple. I think I'll find a gray. I'll find a gray shirt at Target.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are Rhinebeck sweaters. What are we knitting?
Right now I'm knitting the piece of silver, which I think everybody's familiar with, probably.
Vera Valimaki.
Yeah. I'm knitting it with some Madtosh Eurosock. It was one of the Christmas colorways, or I don't think it was specifically Christmas, but it came out on their like Black Friday sale last year, and it's called Birkenstick. I don't know why it's Birkenstick and not Birkenstock. Maybe it was like a trademark thing, but
maybe because that's a different brand.
Oh, is it? There's one called Birkenstick too?
No, Birkenstock is like a brand. So
well, yeah, I know
maybe
that.
They're not going to name their yarn after.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we're saying the same.
We're saying the same thing. Yeah, but I really liked it,
and it's brown like a stick.
It's brown like a stick. It looks like Birkenstocks. I got yarn for this originally, and then
so this one has drama too.
Yeah. Oh my god, this one has so much drama. More drama than this one, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's so simple.
Yeah. It's like the simplest.
It's the simplest thing, and I think that makes me more picky because it has to be even more perfect because it'll be more noticeable if it's not.
Right. So it's like all stockinette. So like when the yarn was pooling in the way that you don't want it to, it's like really obvious.
I got 3 skeins. And in the past, I've alternated 2 and then used the 3rd one for the sleeves, and it's worked out great. This time, not so much because the 3rd skein happened to be quite a bit darker than both the other ones. And then, so I knit the whole thing. I bound off the body. I started the sleeves, got this far, and was like, nope, because it was so bad. And then, so I ripped that out, and then I was like, okay, I had to really think about it. And then I thought maybe if I got back just to where I split off for the sleeves and then started adding the 3rd skein in, it would be fine. So I ripped back all the way to the sleeves, and then I started, and I knit probably about to where I have now, which is a lot.
And it looked poopy again.
It looked poopy again. You said it was fine. I think it was fine, but you could still tell it got kind of darker, and I wanted it to be perfect because at this point...
Well, when you put that many hours into it, at that point, yeah, it's like you want it.
It needs to be
You
perfect.
don't want it to be okay.
So then so what happened next?
Did you just start the whole thing over? Did you reknit the neck?
Ripped back all the way to like the first 2 rows and then just started knitting again. Oh, but originally I had bought the wrong size needle for the neck, which didn't bother me so much. But then when I finally decided to pick it up again, I had acquired the right size needle. And I had gotten like this far.
Oh my god!
And I was on a plane.
So then you put it on different needles.
No, I was on a plane, and I was like, I'm just gonna start all over. So I ripped the whole thing out on the plane.
Oh my god!
And then I think I was sitting in the middle. I think the 2 people next to me were like, "What the heck is she doing?" But yeah,
yeah.
So then I started over a couple weeks ago, and this is what I got. And I'm really happy that I did all of that because now it's going to look amazing.
Hi, Stephanie. More people. Yay. Okay, so we've got a lot of like sweater angst in all of our sweaters.
But I feel like that's what makes a Rhinebeck sweater a Rhinebeck sweater.
The story.
It's got to have a story.
It's got to have a story.
Whether it's just you finished it on the way there and that's the story. Mm-hmm. Last year I didn't finish mine.
So are you going to wear your piece of silver crop top?
I don't think so.
It's like a belly shirt right now.
Yeah. Because I want to wear my Louis on one of the days. And I want to wear my Supila because Caitlin Hunter's going to be there. And I just finished that.
I haven't seen that one yet. You didn't show it to me.
It's in my closet.
I want to see it. Go get it.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm working on my turban, which I haven't worked on in like forever. Well, let's. Okay.
No, you
Okay,
go. You go.
so-
I'm gonna take this off because it's hot.
Yeah. When I stopped working on it, I had knit. So I've knit the head part. It looks kind of creepy and weird right now. And then I started the tie, so it like goes around your head, and then you have 2 ties that make a little bow on the top of your head. Oh my god, my hair looks
cute.
so crazy. And so I knit about this much of the tie and gave up for whatever reason. I don't know. I've had a lot going on recently, so I just like didn't think about it or care about it. And I just figured I would pick it back up, and you have to block it the night before, basically, with the ends being waved in the air.
Finishing your Rhinebeck.
Yeah, that's what you did last year.
That's what I did last year.
She did that last year.
I didn't block it. I wore it because I stayed up really late the second night to finish the second sleeve, and then I just got almost to the end, and I was like, I have to sleep. So I just wore it, and
there was like this much left of a sleeve to
and
go.
there was like one end hanging in the back.
Yeah.
It was great.
That was awesome. Yeah, so I picked this back up because I wasn't going to worry about it because I really wanted to focus on my Swancho and I feel like there was something. Oh, yes, I have another sweater, which I will show you in a moment. Yarn baby.
Oh yeah,
with my yarn baby. Okay, so we decided to volunteer at India Untangled because I just wanted to be in that room as long as possible so that I could see as many people as I could. Like, I don't even have that much shopping that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
I just like want to see everyone. And I didn't like that when your shift is over, you have to leave.
We didn't like the time limit for shopping.
Yeah.
But I get it.
I get it. But then I was like, well, what if I get into a different time slot than all my other friends and I can't, that's too many people to coordinate with. And then what if we don't all get in the same time slot? So that just, it gives us time to shop, and then we volunteer, and then we get to shop again. So like we're just in there.
Extra shopping. And we probably will get to see everyone that way too.
Right. So I wanted to do that, but then they said that they're going to have t-shirts for us to wear for volunteering. And so that means we can't wear our Rhinebeck sweaters.
I might wear a shawl.
And I wanted to wear my Swancho because Caitlin Hunter's going to be there. Yeah. And I think I'm only going to try to talk to her at India Untangled. I don't think I'm going to. I think she's going to be like swarmed at Rhinebeck. So I wasn't even going to try.
I can't imagine going as like a super famous knitting person.
No, it would be too hard. That's why Stephen West doesn't even go to these things anymore.
That sucks.
Anyway. So I was just thinking, what can I wear that's like something that I made if I have to wear this t-shirt? And then this is like the first thing I thought of because I think it's going to be hot in there. Probably. And so I didn't want to wear like a full-blown hat. This has like holes all in it. So I think, yeah, I'm hoping I can finish this by Friday night. I will. I can totally finish it. I just have to see this like little triangle. You can finish it in the car
on the way up.
So I just have to knit another little triangle, and then I'll probably just lightly block it with steam. Yeah. So I have that. And, oh yeah, let's look at your Cipolla sweater.
Like that.
I can wear it like this.
I like it.
So cute.
So cute.
It looks so good. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see your sweater.
This is it.
Yay.
I got this yarn when I went to Copenhagen over the summer. It's Dansk Pessold. I couldn't find, it's not on Instagram. It doesn't have a website.
Really?
Well, that's a lie. I think it does have a website. Either that or I found it like through a website that and they just sell it on there. I don't know. But I really liked it, and I saw these colors together. I was like, that's going to be one of those sweaters.
It's really pretty.
So I knit it. This time, I made a swatch.
Oh, look at you.
I made a swatch, and I got gauge pretty much spot on, except, I mean, with the color work, it was spot on, and then with just the stockinette, it was a little loose. So I was like, I'll just knit tight. So I did. And then it came out exactly.
A lot of people just use a smaller needle.
Yeah.
For the skinnet part, and then a bigger needle for
I could have done that, but I knit this thing in exactly 2 weeks.
The color work looks like perfect. Like this yarn, it's like kind of fuzzy, good. So it like fills in any little gaps, and it like looks so perfect.
I love this yarn so much.
It looks so good.
It is kind of itchy to wear, but if you have sleeves on underneath, and I want it to be like a outerwear sweater anyway.
I don't think it's really itchy.
The first time I put it on, I think it was, and then I steamed it the other day, and I think that softened it up quite a bit. Because originally when I blocked it, I just soaked it. I'm really happy with it, except when I wear it, it like kind of, and I've noticed this with some projects, it like kind of bubbles up at the top and then hangs weird, but I think that might just because the yarn is too light. Like,
oh really?
I feel like the superwash yarn is heavier, so
yeah, superwash is heavier usually.
So this
wait, where it doesn't do that on me?
No, that fits you perfect.
Oh, so I can have it now.
No. But
are you sure?
I knit it based on my arm size this time.
Oh, interesting.
So I wouldn't have that issue, which was 1 or 2 sizes up than was recommend. I think I just had an extra 4 inches of positive ease.
Good, so that's it.
No. But yeah.
Well, I'm glad that one worked out.
Yeah.
Because she knit as Vig and she doesn't like it.
Man. I just didn't do a very neat job of knitting it. And I should have gone a size up. Because it fits, but it's tighter than I want. I like big sweaters.
Yeah. So hers Vig is like really fitted.
I knit it according to the size that was recommended, which was 2 inches of positive ease. And I thought it was going to look like what the picture was in the pattern, which is way more than 2 inches of positive ease. And it didn't look like that, so I was disappointed.
People are like messaging me, like not on YouTube right now. Okay. I need to know your sister's sweater. But which one?
Oh, the first one, because that one I talked about before people got here. So probably that one, right? This one?
I don't know. It's in response to my story. So let's just go over your sweaters so far.
These are my sweaters so far. This is my Rhinebeck sweater. This is the Chrysocolla sweater from the Vivid Winter issue of Pom Pom. That was last year's winter issue. I knit it with Jill Draper Makes Stuff in her Empire base, which is the big one. She has smaller ones, but I got the big one. And I'm knitting a piece of silver. And this is it Sepila or is it
I have no idea.
I want to say it's Sepila.
Sepila.
It's this one by Caitlin Hunter.
With the sleeves.
With the sleeves. I did the long sleeve because I wasn't super in love with it when I first saw it. But then when I saw the sleeves, I was like, I gotta have that.
I wasn't sold on this because I was like, I've seen lots of like gorgeous colorwork yokes and like, how do you even choose? And so this one was like not like a priority for me. It is gorgeous, but then like the sleeves.
Yeah, when I saw the sleeves, that was like, I gotta have that sweater.
Yeah.
So, but I think I might want to make another one in superwash yarn so it has the drape. I don't know.
Is this sport weight?
No, it's fingering.
Oh, seems like
I have a lot of yarn left over. This had some good yardage on it.
So I can have it.
Yeah.
Really? I was just joking.
I mean, I don't know what I'm going to use with it. I have like half a skein.
You should make a matching hat. You could do this color work like upside down and put it on your head.
For a hat, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
I always like, even in soft wool on my head, I even get itchy. So it's got to be real soft, I think.
That's what I was told.
Yeah, those are my sweaters.
Okay. I have another sweater. So, did you talk about where we got your yarn for that?
For this?
Yeah.
We got it at last year's.
Jill Draper Makes Stuff has an open house on the Saturday night of Rhinebeck. This is a secret. No, it's not. It's not a secret at all.
It's not a secret.
But because she doesn't do a booth at Rhinebeck, she just has an open house at her studio, which is like not far from Rhinebeck. It was like my favorite thing we did last year, and like even
So good.
I'd never been before, and I was like, that's what I want to do.
We gotta get
I
these yarn
want
babies.
to get a yarn baby. If you're not aware, she sells these yarn skeins that are 750 grams. I think it's somewhere between like 700 or 800 grams.
800.
I tried to register to go.
I
thought
thought RSVP.
I RSVP'd, but when I RSVP'd, it said that they just wanted to know approximately how many people were going to be there so they could prepare. And it wasn't like you had to RSVP. So that's interesting. I didn't know that there would be a wait list. You just show up. Just show up.
There's currently a wait list to get in.
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder if that's just the website doing that, because when I RSVP'd, it said that there wasn't.
Well, maybe we got on board early.
It was just a couple days ago, though. Anyway, Lorelai, you should still try to go.
Might as well try. If not, then go to a restaurant. So
this was the thing I wanted last year more than anything, was the yarn baby. The yarn is called Empire, and you can buy it in like 150 gram skeins. Do they take tickets at the door? There's no tickets. You just RSVP, and the RSVP was just so they could get a head count, because there's like wine and food and stuff. And so I think they just wanted to know how many people to plan for. Yeah, check again tomorrow.
There weren't as many people last year as I was expecting them to be.
Yeah, I think everyone should just show up. I don't think
I can't imagine she will turn you away from buying her yarn.
Yeah, if you want to buy yarn, they're gonna let you buy yarn. Yeah. So we got our yarn babies. There weren't a whole lot of colors left, but we got some good ones. So that's what Allison got for her.
Mine has some really pretty turquoise speckles. It actually
has a little bit of speckles in it.
Just a little bit. So I put the side that had the most as my front side of my sweater. Let me find it. A good one.
I don't think the light's gonna show it in here, but
you can kind of see.
Kind of see it.
Yeah.
But mine's this like kind of sagey green color. It's like the same color as the t-shirt I'm wearing, actually. Exactly. And I was always planning on knitting a really cable-y sweater with this. But all the cabled sweaters that I wanted to make actually needed more yardage. And I was like, I can't buy 2 yarn babies, because that's just like bonkers.
That was my problem too, trying to decide on a pattern.
Yeah. So I was just trying really quick to think of something I could make with this, because I was actually going to make the same sweater that Allison made with hers, but I just didn't really have time. And so I started the Nurtured sweater. That's the new Andrea Mowry one, because it's a pretty simple stitch pattern, and I felt like it was doable in a few days. So I've got almost 2 sleeves. I'm almost done with the increases on this sleeve. So then I just have to knit the length. And then I'm hoping the body can be done by Saturday night.
Could do it in the car for sure.
I don't know. I might be able to do it.
I'll just drive the whole way.
I'm like 1,000% more determined to finish this dang thing because of my Swancho situation. And I really, really, really want to wear it to Jill's open house, because I really want to buy more of her yarn, and I will feel silly buying another sweater's quantity from her if I don't have a sweater made of the stuff I got last year. Because I already don't need yarn at all. Like, and I know that nobody like needs more yarn, because everybody has a big stash, but like,
I need
my stash is so big that like I don't know what to do with myself anymore. And sometimes I don't even like want to shop for yarn at all, because I'm like overwhelmed. You can do it. Thank you. I think I can do it too.
I think so.
I really do, because it's a crop sweater, and I decided I'm actually going to do a split hem, because I've seen the ribbing on that sweater on a lot of people's. It kind of like,
it's like a little sweatshirt shape.
Bubbles a little bit.
Like,
but I just don't want that. I don't know. I want it to lay flat, and I want the back to be longer, and that's just going to be easier to do if I do little vents in the side. So I'm going to knit the ribbing flat and then join it in the round for the body. Yeah. So
At least I feel like knitting the
it's like
sleeves
as
first
big as
will
my
make it
head.
faster. I still have so much left over.
I want to see how much you have left over.
Let me go get it.
So word on the street is you can get 2 sweaters out of a yarn baby if you do it right. Like if you do like a crop fitted sweater and you are small, you can get 2 sweaters out of it. So, I mean, I'm not going to do that, but somebody's texting me. Tristan's texting me. Sneaky.
I like how you tried to answer like you knew where I put it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where she keeps things.
Found it. So I still have this much left over. And I feel like this is still like a big ball of yarn compared to most Aran weight balls of yarn, right? That seems...
It's wound pretty tight too. Like it's dense. Like there's a lot of yarn in here. Maybe we can trade when we're done.
Ooh. Yeah, that'd be fun. I don't think I can look at this color anymore.
Okay, good night, Linda. Talk to you soon. I guess I can just wear the sleeves if I really have to.
It looks kind of like mermaid.
I know. I like it because it's kind of like scaly.
Yeah. I love that sweater
it's
so
really
much.
pretty.
Really
and this, it's going so fast. And yeah. I think everyone should knit this one now. It's awesome. But this one, it's like I can't wear it unfinished because it's bottom up.
Right.
So I'd be wearing like 3 separate pieces, or like it would be like connected at the armpits. It's like one of those 90s like
I mean those are in right now.
But it's like a chunky sweater. And it would be like across here.
I think you should do
like a tube top with long sleeves. Oh man. For some reason I feel like Celeste would appreciate that a lot. I don't know why. Okay. So
oh my god.
What?
Your clock said 1:25 a.m. and I was like,
oh yeah, my computer clock is
so
still on Germany time.
But it's also getting darker earlier now, so I thought maybe it might be 1:25. What is that?
I've got a sock. You guys want to see my sock?
I want to see yours. Oh, it's tweed.
It's tweed. So I'm using this mustard tweed yarn. This is from Le Petit Point Parisien.
That's so
my fave.
cute.
Is it because I regularly wear a chenille sweater? Maybe.
I have chenille yarn that I still need, that I got last year at Rhinebeck.
Allison found this like super cheap on sale.
It was in like a half off bin at some random, I have no idea what the store was.
It was just
It doesn't have
random.
a tag. It doesn't have any information. But I found these giant skeins of chenille yarn for, it ended up being like $4 per skein because
it was
super half
cheap.
off. And I think the original was like $8. I don't know. So I got like 4 skeins.
And it's white.
It's
and she's
white.
like, I'm gonna dye this.
I am. Fun. I have dyes now, so now I can do it.
But you have acid dyes.
What do you dye chenille with?
Well, so you can only use acid dyes for protein fibers.
Okay.
So it has to be, and nylon. Nylon will work as a protein fiber.
Well, I was thinking about doing some natural dye. I'm collecting avocado things too. So.
But apparently for like, if you don't know the fiber content of your yarn or whatever you have, you can burn it. And apparently the way that it burns, there's like a little chart.
What?
Yeah. And so if it's like, if it turns black or if it like smells like such and such, or like if it does this other thing, you will know what the fiber content is.
That's magic.
If you go back on Dharma, they have different ones for different things. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, the RIT dyes are made for plant fibers and protein fibers in the same thing, and then they have like another one for like synthetic fibers. So I'm guessing you would
it's probably
get the
synthetic mostly is my guess. I'll figure it out.
Oh my gosh, you went to Le Petit Point. That's the best. I love that store, and I wish that more people knew about it. Like, I think that she has the most gorgeous yarn.
This is so pretty.
And like such a great eye for color that's like not totally like other hand dyers I've seen. So, fun fact, you can't get her stuff, like I've mentioned, you can't get her stuff online right now. She doesn't have an online shop. But she does sell her yarn through Do You Knit now, I think. Mm. If it's not Do You Knit, then it's one of the other really big shops on the East Coast. But I think it's Do You Knit. Oh, Tristan, I'm so glad that you like her yarn. Yay. I know, that's like usually if I have like a gift or a swap, I try to send some of her yarn because I know that like you just can't get it. And like even in Germany, if I want to order yarn from her, I just email her and I'm like, please send me pictures of what you have. And she just like sends me pictures of stuff that she likes at the moment. And then I just pick stuff out. So I mean,
this so much.
That's not special. Like anybody can email her and ask her for yarn. So if you want some special yarn, her name is Anne. You can just email her. Or you can go to Do You Knit. I still haven't been there.
I'm still upset about
Maybe we should try to go.
That could be something.
Maybe we should go. Yeah. Okay, do you have anything else to show? Oh, I didn't talk about my sock.
Oh, yeah, talk about your sock. Sorry, I was holding it because I like it so much.
I'm just doing basically a vanilla sock with an added double seed stitch.
It looks so cute.
On the top. Just for a little extra texture, just because I think it makes them more textured.
Yeah.
That's what I want. But you're all the way in California. Well, you can order from Do You Knit. Yeah. I'm guessing Do You Knit sends stuff online. I don't know. I've never shopped there or been to their website. Yeah, so I'm making a sock. So I balled up this yarn actually on my way to Rhinebeck last year. All excited because I was going to knit the Town News socks. That's Becky Sorensen's one of her sock patterns. And they're really cute. And I thought that those would be my like Rhinebeck socks. And then it was like super hot last year. And so I was like, I don't want to knit socks.
I don't think either of us, well, I knit my sweater.
Also, I was like totally determined to knit them on the plane. And I was sitting on the plane and I forgot how to do a twisted German cast on.
Hey there. What's up,
and I sat there for like 30 minutes trying to figure it out. Oh
this.
My God. It was so frustrating because I've done it a million times and like I just had a total brain fart moment and I couldn't remember any other stretchy cast on. I wasn't about to pay for Wi-Fi to like go watch a tutorial on how to do something I've done a million times. Okay, see you tomorrow, Tristan. We'll see you at some point for sure. Yeah. So I just never knit them, and then I left the ball of yarn in my stash, and I started these a few weeks ago just to have a travel project, and I've given up on pattern socks for now. I don't think it's ever going to happen. Here's my creepy pumpkin. I'm going to cast these on at Rhinebeck.
I love it so much.
I know. Give it back.
Sorry.
I want it. So this is my creepy pumpkin yarn. Another fun fact, Melissa of Dungeons and Drop Stitches was at Rhinebeck last year knitting socks with this exact yarn called Creepy Pumpkin by the Yarn Jar. And I like saw her knitting it and I was like, I have to talk to that girl because I have to know what that yarn is. And like now Melissa's a really good friend of mine.
The most amazing outfit.
Yeah, she looks super cute. And I was like, I need to be her friend. And so I talked to her. And then I ordered the yarn and it's still balled up and I'm going to cast on some leg warmers, I think, on Saturday at the podcast meetup. That's my plan because that's where I met Melissa. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to be all like sentimental about it.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I love it, especially because it came with this little witch stitch marker.
Oh, cute.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Yeah. Okay, that's all I've got. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I just
like
have
shopping?
My sock. That I'm just making a vanilla sock. That color looks really bad. I dyed this with Kool-Aid.
It doesn't look bad.
Well, in the
on the screen.
It's much more yellow.
It's really dark in here.
It's really dark in here. But I'm pretty happy. There's no pooling really. So I'm pretty happy with that.
No, it looks really good.
It's like yellows and some purples. And
Like a beigey gray.
Yeah.
It's a grayish.
it still smells like Kool-Aid too.
It does. I have some Kool-Aid yarn too, and I really like it.
Yeah. That's it. It's a vanilla sock.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I brought my eyeball shawl to wear, which is old news.
Old news.
But we knit
have matching.
these specifically to have matching irises, and like this is the first time that the two eyeballs have been together.
Oh, it is.
Because I didn't finish my eyeball shawl in time to wear it last year.
We were supposed to have.
So we have to take an eyeball picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought they were because I brought it to Christmas.
So we didn't. Oh, we didn't.
We didn't
take
take a picture. But they were together at the same time.
Yeah, there was too much going on.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Maybe mine wasn't finished by then.
No, it was.
Oh, I don't know.
Like this
Then
past
we
year,
just failed.
when Mom,
So we'll get it this time.
we'll get it this time.
No, I don't think I finished mine at that point.
Really?
Mhm.
Still?
I remember that I was jealous of yours.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to be probably at the podcaster meetup and I guess the Ravelry meetup if there is one. I don't know when things are happening. We're just going to show up and hope for the
gonna be
best. We're going to try to get Allison a pom-pom fall issue.
Gotta
She
have it.
missed out.
I missed out. I couldn't afford one when it came out.
Yeah.
So that was a bummer.
Yeah. So we got to try to get her one. Yeah. Otherwise, if you don't know where I am, you can always message me on Instagram or somehow. I don't know. I'll be around. I hope I get to see everyone. I think that's all I've got. Ending things is so hard sometimes. We done?
I'm done.
I'm done. All right. See y'all soon. Or not.
Well,
if you're not going to Rhinebeck, then I hope you set aside some extra knitting time for yourself this weekend. Okay.
I'm excited to meet people.
Yeah.
I don't know any of you.
And now you're on YouTube.
Now I'm on YouTube.
And now you're famous, and everyone's going to come up to you and say hi. Oh my gosh. When I was at EYF, okay, so not a whole lot of people came up to me, which is fine. And that's not like why I go to these things. But the one person that actually did like stop me at EYF only stopped me because they wanted to ask me about Ben.
You told me about that.
And which I thought that was like so amazing. And it was like this woman and her husband. And like she watches my podcast, but she sent her husband to go talk to me to ask me about Ben. Which, if that was you and you're watching this, like, I loved that so much. Like, he was like, I don't know. So I hope he's knitting now too. I thought that was so cute and amazing. Allison just dropped stitches.
No, I got a yarn barf.
Oh,
I don't untwist my yarn because I'm lazy. I just get it to this point and then I deal with it.
And you deal with it when you get there. Okay, we're gonna go now. Bye. End stream. Oh, it's awkward on YouTube because it takes like 10 minutes to end it.